You'll hear a lot of stories in Greg Smith's barbershop, but you've never heard one quite like this. A hair-raising tale worthy of Shakespeare himself. In fact, it even begins with a man named Shakespeare. 43-year-old Abraham Shakespeare works odd jobs at Greg's barbershop in Lakeland, Florida, about 40 miles east of Tampa.
And you were friends with Abraham?
Very much. He was a cleanup guy at my barbershop.
Until one day, Abraham stops coming to work.
A couple weeks passed, and I ain't see him. So I was like, man, where's Abraham at? So I called him. I was like, man, is you coming and clean the bathrooms? You ain't clean the outside yet? He said, I hit the lottery.
Greg thinks Shakespeare is merely being theatrical, but it's true. He is the lucky winner of a whopping $30 million.
I was standing in the front of the barbershop cutting hair, and I could see right out of my door. I seen this black BMW pull up. I'm like, who in the devil is that? It's like, man, I hit the lottery.
Abraham takes one lump sum of $17 million instead of yearly payments on the winnings. He buys a $1.1 million home in a gated community near Lakeland and some new cars. But he also proves to be a generous sort. In fact, he's a guy who can't seem to say no, loaning out money left and right.
He did it out of goodness of his heart. A whole lot of them took advantage of it. But you know what? He gave it to them. They didn't take it. He gave it to them.
He even insists on helping out his old boss, Greg Smith, loaning him $63,000 after his mother's house goes into default.
I didn't want to borrow no money from Abraham. I had gone to the bank, mid-Florida, and gotten a loan. He actually left first and went and got a cashier's check with my name on it. I say, but before I do that, I need to get with my accountant and we draw some papers up so we do it official. Because I'm going to do you the same way I was going to do the bank.
But Shakespeare is ill-equipped to handle his newfound wealth. He cannot read or write and knows nothing about investing. 11 months after winning the lottery, Shakespeare meets a woman named Dee Moore. She runs a successful nurse staffing agency near Lakeland and also tells Shakespeare she wants to write a book about him and help him manage his money.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm okay, that's what he want, that's fine.
The book is never written, although she does make some home movies of Shakespeare, including this interview question.
Do you get tired of people asking you for money all the time, Abe? Give me your opinion on it.
I've been tired a year ago.
So where do you want to go to?
It don't matter to me. I'm not a picky person.
Are you going to miss your home?
Yep, I miss it, but life goes on.
But within 6 months of meeting him, Moore has managed to transfer ownership of Shakespeare's home and control of his bank accounts to her company before giving herself a nice vacation.
Does she seem genuine?
No.
In fact, of the total $570,000 loaned out by Shakespeare to various people, more than 2/3 of it is owed by Dee Moore's company. She also starts going after the money owed him by all his debtors.
Anybody that had any kind of debts with him, she pushed him away from them so that she can get involved, as if she was taking over.
About that time, Shakespeare's friends realized they haven't seen him in a while. Dee tells them that he's laying low and wants to get away from the constant pressure of people looking for money.
What is Dee telling you?
He's on vacation, he's in Miami, he's in Texas, he's on a cruise, he's over helping the people in Haiti. He can't get back across because of the earthquake.
A cousin of Shakespeare becomes suspicious. He files a missing persons report with the sheriff's office. Dee is now on police radar, and they want to talk to her.
Polk County Sheriff's Office began a pretty long-term investigation.
Detective Greg Thomas of the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office knows the case very well.
And over a couple of months, they basically were able to determine through cell phone work and just surveillance that obviously Dee Moore had something to do with the disappearance of Abraham Shakespeare. It was not known if he was just missing or if he was dead.
Dee turns to Abraham's good old friend, Greg the barber, for help.
She's crying. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She was like, everybody think I did something to Abraham and this and that. I said, well, listen, did you? No, Abraham's on his way back.
And then she makes such an incredible request that to this day, Greg wonders how he could have gone along with it. But he does.
She said, listen, I need you to do me a favor, to buy me some time till Abraham come back. Can you tell Abraham, mother, that I'm okay? I said, I'm okay. I want you to pretend to be Abraham. I said, man, I don't know. She said, I tell you what, I'll give you $300 to make the phone call. I said, okay, $300? Yeah, I'll make a phone call and say you okay.
She chose to take Abraham's mother to a restaurant where it would be loud. As they were sitting there at the table, the phone rings, and Dee Dee tells Abraham's mother, that could be your son. Why don't you go ahead and answer it? It could be Abraham calling.
She said, hello? And I pretended to be Abraham. I was like, hello, what's up, mama? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, who is this? And I said, this Abraham. I just got a little cold and I'm kind of frustrated. She said, okay, baby. She said, when you coming home? I said, I'll be home real soon. And you could tell the police I'm okay.
Up to this point, Greg has given Dee Dee the benefit of the doubt on her Shakespeare story.
I'm not thinking something wrong with him. At worst, he done went and hid from Dee Dee. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Abraham tired of you. He done went and hid from you.
But he's getting more suspicious by the day.
I called Abraham. Hey, man, call me.
And he wasn't calling you back.
Never called back. Then I got this text. I'll call you in a little while. So I'm looking at the text. I'm like, something ain't right.
And Abraham had a 7th grade education.
He don't even know how to spell.
He can't text, he can't spell.
No.
And now it looks like Greg Smith is on the cops' radar too. They catch up with him after they observe Dee Dee handing him $300 for making that phone call to Abraham's mother.
When they jumped out the car, they was like, put your hands on the car. I said, hold on, dude. What did I do?
At first, it looks like the barber has been taking a little off the top, but cops have an incredible request of their own.
At that point, the investigators told Greg Smith that Abraham had been reported as a missing individual, and he had the option of assisting them with their investigation.
He said, we got suspicions that this woman has did something to Abraham. We need some help.
Next, Greg the barber has two options: work with the cops or be hauled in for questioning.
I said, man, listen, I don't play with Popo. I ain't the snitch on the streets. Dee Dee Moore was trying to see was I wired up one day, and she grabbed me, and I told her, hey, get your hands off me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, get out my car. You don't trust me, I don't trust you. Get out my car.